Okay, guys, hi, how you doing? Welcome to week 5. Again, this week I wanted to get this up a little bit early because I know there's a few of you who are working ahead a little bit. And I also know that we are, after week 4 meetings, I found out that we've got students that are located in various places throughout the world. So we got these time zone things, and I didn't realize it. I mean, I knew we had some international students, but I really didn't realize the scope of that. But at any rate, the cool thing is that this will be up for with plenty of time for those of you who are interested in working ahead. All right, so week 4, the presentations went great. I thought I hope you were glad with your presentation, and the idea behind that is just to get you accustomed to talking about your own work in a way that you're kind of describing your methodology, your own personal conceptual development plans and methodology, coming to and talking about the design solutions that you have come up with. So or in the middle of coming up with. So that's awesome. I thought the quality of that was really great. I'm once again just really super impressed with the quality of work coming through RimCAD students. So you guys, you should be really proud of yourselves. You are really an amazing student body, and I really do believe that. I'm reminded of that every single session. So kudos to you guys. Hats off. Great job. All right. So jumping into week 5, I want to go over a few things. Week 5 overview. Where was that? Oh, here it is. You guys can probably hear my dog squeaking his toy over there in the background. Pretty funny. But anyways, okay, overview. Basically, you're building an arsenal of media to communicate the 2022 Winter Olympics in your host city. This will be much like building a puzzle. And then it just goes into how much do you want to do. And I'm going to show you some examples so we can kind of address that directly. How much do you really want to do? But before that, I want to jump into this presentation, communicating through various forms of media. I want to open this. Guys, this is a really good lecture. It's got a little history in it, but it's a fantastic lecture, and it gets into what we call the 5th element. That's a marketing term, and it's described here. So I want you to take a look at that, and I want you to think about the 5th element for your branding package for your Olympics. Okay, that's a really good presentation. So watch that week 5 presentation, communicating through various forms of media. Let's jump back and see what else we have. So project 3, so we're entering phase 3 this week, okay? And then where was that, phase 3? Right here. And that's where I just kind of talked about that, like how much are you gonna, how much are you gonna build? And then it gives some ideas, like, basically what do you want to design? How much interaction do you want the guests of your Olympic event? How much interaction do you want them to have with your graphics package? And that's basically what we're talking about. Environmental graphics, websites, tickets, signage, wayfinding, and this gets a little kind of facetious, like elephants, carnival rides, but not really. I mean, it's really like, how far do you want to stretch this? I'm going to show you some examples, like I said. But that's where we're headed, okay? That's the first part of phase 3, design development. So phase 1, of course, was research. Phase 2 was conceptual design, the logo. And then phase 3 is designing development. And phase 3 is basically week 5 and week 6. Then phase 4, we get into the final presentation. We start that in week 7 and finish that, of course, with our final submission in week 8. So those are the 4 phases of the project. But I want to show you some examples now, if that's okay with you guys. Because the only other thing we have is our discussion and then our critique for what we have started on phase 3. So, I would like to see you guys in phase 3. I'd like to see you as developed as you can. Now, there's going to be people that are going to be turning in amazing stuff, and there's going to be and then there's going to be people that are turning in even more amazing stuff. So I'm really looking forward to this. I do want to mention, though, you really want to get a good start on this, okay? Give me at least, you know what, I'm not going to say how much. I'm going to leave that up to you guys. Make it a pretty robust presentation. And again, let me show you an example. I've got a few examples, actually. I've got 2 examples. And let me show you this one first. This was the one that I shared in the classroom as an example. This is Stockholm 2022. You got the beautiful logo, the wonderful typography, great color scheme, wonderful placement, size, and spatial relationships of the logo, the ring. So that's just wonderful. Now let's move down and see what we got going here. So table of contents, then welcome to Stockholm, and then why Stockholm, and then these why Stockholm. All of this is the research from phase one. You guys remember that? That's phase one. All our research that we did, so data gathering. So she's got several pages of that, and then she goes into Sami culture. Where did the inspiration come from? Basically, that's concept design phase two, beginning of phase two, and then here we have more. I'm sorry, still phase one, but more like social issues, equality, social issues, and some of the other stuff from phase one. Now, phase two, we start presenting Stockholm 2022. There's the mission statement, and then we have the logo development. Black and white logo, color logo, different iterations of the logo, et cetera, et cetera. Now, what we're getting into this week, this guy's was all done in week 4. So your final presentation submitted. Week 5, there's the associated pictograms. In week 5, we're going to get into this part. This is phase 3 design development. How, as I said before, how deeply do you want the guests at the Olympic event to interact with your graphics package? So here she's got bicycle, like these mud flaps for bicycles. She's got bus, environmental signage, banners, bus station, subway station graphics, building graphics, and that's just the start. We would just have page after page of bus stops, street signs, the actual signage inside the ice rink, the logo right on the ice for hockey games, the signage back there that would be visible from the filming and the spectators for figure skating, and then more and more. There's the medals, there's uniforms, there's those flags for skiing, and you can just see how in-depth this gets. A program for snowboarding, the actual tickets, merchandising, clothing. So, I mean, it just stamps, souvenir stamps, and it just really is a robust package. I want to show you one more. Let me close that guy. I want to show you one more. Here's another Reykjavik 2022. This is a fantastic, but what I don't have here is the actual phase 1 info and research. I cut that out because I don't think we need it. There's an introduction. So you know that phase 1, that's all your research. So here's primary branding elements. So this jumps right into phase 2. Concept design. So you can see the logo. Here's the logo development. Gorgeous logo, just gorgeous. It's based on one of those Viking ships, but it's an abstract symbol, so it's not a direct pictorial representation of Vikings or Viking ships or anything thereof. It's just a wonderful sign. It works in black and white. It works small. It works large. It works in color. It's got nice, cool color palette indicating winter games. Wonderful, wonderful logo. Let's go pictograms. Okay, as you can see, the pictograms are almost the same, using the same kind of design elements as the logo, different, same kind of shapes, etc. There's the color, there's the recurring pattern in the background, secondary accent color. And I'm just trying to give you an idea of where you guys go. There's those bike mud flaps, or those, I don't know, mud flaps or something. Those are electric bikes, I think. That's some kind of motor or something that's inside of that thing. But then, again, here's your banners, and here's your street signage and kiosks, and again, the bobsled track with the vertical logo, the ice rink, more signage, just building signage for the arenas. So this one, actually, I want to show you this. This is the event program. This is gorgeous. Look at this. It's designed beautifully. So that's the event program. Then we have more uniforms, wearing the games, merchandising, backpacks, T-shirts, tote bags. Then attending the games, tickets, lanyards and badges for the staff, discovering the games. Here's a beautiful website that was created using the Northern Lights and the actual Reykjavik graphics. There's a tablet. There's a phone. Different websites, the responsive websites for the tablet and the phone. And then, of course, our image credits. And so I just wanted to make sure, I know I'm going on 10 minutes. I didn't really want to do that, but I definitely wanted you guys to see some more examples moving forward and see, so you can see exactly where we need to be, okay? Again, great job, everyone. I'm loving what I'm seeing. And any questions at all, guys, please. You know I'm in every day, right? So by now, yes, you do. You know I'm in every day. I address questions immediately. So anything at all, get with me. I'll be right on it. And I'll see you guys in class. Thanks.